Okay guys, this is episode 4 of Cuphead. We're gonna be doing the B-Boss. I just want to mention that I'm the red player Cuphead. My brother is a blue player Mugman. And yeah, this boss was pretty hard. It took us an hour and 30 minutes, so I'm just gonna put on 100 times speed time lapse. So yeah, let's get into that in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now this is gonna be us beating the boss. So yeah, hope you guys liked that freaking thing, that freaking time lapse. That was like an hour and 30-minute long time lapse you just watched. That was not a fun experience in game. That was 3 streams to beat this one damn boss. But if you guys want to see us do our streams that are probably, we might not even beat bosses in them even anymore because these bosses are just too difficult now that we're on the third aisle. But yeah, we're gonna be streaming all of this if you wanna go through the torture with us of just sitting through this whole boss fight. So yeah. Well, basically for this phase, I'm just gonna explain the phases now. This phase, you wanna, when she's attacking and she's doing the bomb, you wanna hug the wall if it's about to hit you because it won't be able to hit you then. And on this second phase, there's 3 different attacks you can do. Those glowing pink spears you're seeing now, those rocket hands you saw earlier, and the triangles that shoot out smaller triangles that do damage. So those are basically her attacks, but now we're on the final phase with these, which the first part of it is, well, there's 2 different parts. So if she leans to one side of the screen, as you can see, she pulls out some like saw that she tries to hit you with. The other attack, as you can see, is like a homing missile, but it's like a fist. And as you can see, my brother is clutching up here and dodging every single thing. So, yeah, that's how you do it. So that's that B-Boss. That's really gonna be it for this video. For this boss. So yeah, that's it for this boss. It took us forever, like 100+ deaths, so I hope you enjoyed. Okay guys, now we are gonna be doing the robot boss. This is a flying boss, as you can see. This is one of the harder bosses in the game. Apparently it's the hardest. I don't know if that's very true because it only took us like an hour and 15 minutes. But maybe we're just getting good. So yeah, this is the robot boss. As you can see, for this first phase, we have to take out 3 different parts on its body. The top we already took out, so instead of shooting lasers now, shooting out these like bolts and nails. And now we took out the bottom part, as you can see, and now it's shooting out these exploding bombs. And there we took out the middle, and now there's a heart. So once we break that heart, it's going to go into the second phase, as you can see here. But we quickly use our super bombs to basically instantly skip this phase, so it's an extremely fast phase. And now we're on to the final phase, which is by far the longest. What you have to do for this phase is you gotta dodge all these things, but since we're in two-player, we can revive each other a ton. So that's one of the things we did. We just revived each other a ton. And yeah, you just kept on shooting and dodging. This is the hardest part of the fight. As you can see, my brother's getting off those clutch saves. If you didn't know, I'm player red, by the way. And there I go. Now my brother has to finish this out. He gets his super, which this boss has so much health, it doesn't even die from that yet. And he just keeps on shooting it. He uses a normal EX, but like, look, that doesn't even kill it. And there we go. Finally, it goes down. That final phase has so much health. But there's a robot boss. And yeah, the boss, it wasn't actually that difficult compared to how people were saying it was. It wasn't actually too bad. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this boss. Now we're gonna be moving on to Sally's stage play. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so this boss was actually one of the easiest, if not the easiest boss on the third aisle so far. The next boss we're gonna fight is also very easy. So yeah, as you can see for this boss, she has some attacks that don't really move that fast. But really all we're doing is going and dodging the times when she's dashing to the floor. Now for this second phase, it's a bit harder with the baby and going to different windows to throw a milk bottle down, which you've got to dodge, and she will make robot rats come out of her umbrella. I don't know why there's rats in her umbrella, but there is. So yeah, there's not much really to this phase. You just keep on doing that, and that's that phase done. Now for this phase, she's up here, and you can get the meteor if you want for a parry, but really all you have to do is dodge the lightning and shoot her. But when there's this big wave, normally you wanna use the meteor's parry, but if you have smoke dash with good timing, you can smoke dash through it. And for this phase, all you really want to do is shoot up while jumping over this umbrella, or you can just dash over it. Really doesn't matter. So this phase isn't really that hard. You just keep on dashing through it, shooting up, and yeah, this phase is pretty simple. And only takes like a tiny bit because this boss has so little health on his final phase. And that's it for Sally's stage play. Now let's move on to Werner Warman. Okay, now we're on to Werner Warman. This boss is pretty easy too. It has two different attacks it can do for its first phase. As you can see, this one we got the cherry bomb attack, which just shoots out bombs and then they kind of explode on the floor and you just got to jump over it pretty easy. In this second part, there's just going to be catapults, which if you have smoke dash, you can just dash through, or you can parry the objects. For this part, you can parry those platforms to go over, or as you can see what we just did, you can smoke dash through them. And now we're on to the second phase where there's going to be fire fired out of those, and there's saws on the side of the screen that will come out to hit you. Yeah, that's basically it for this phase. It does take a while. It has a bit of health. But also what will happen on this phase is, as you can see right now, a whole wall will come, if that happens, you have to just dash to the other side of the screen. And now we're going on to the third phase where he gets eaten by a cat. And now we have to fight this cat, which isn't too hard. As you can see what we're doing, we're just jumping up and using our spreader super EXs. Those parry balls do also explode like the cherry bombs at the start, but yeah, that's pretty much all the attacks. Oh yeah, and as you'll see in a second, well, there's also this thing where the hand comes across. Well, look, there will be boards coming from the sky, which you also have to dodge, but those are pretty easy to dodge. And that is Werner Warman. So yeah, now that we've beaten that boss, we only have 5 more bosses left for this game. So yeah, hopefully we'll finish it soon. And hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.